and I am not in my normal location today. I am downstairs by my fireplace. It is kind of gray and nasty outside, and it's a cozy Saturday, so I'm in my sweatpants and I have my glasses on and I'm by my cozy fireplace, and let's get going. I am here today to bring you my October book haul. I got 6 books in October. I hadn't bought any books since July other than one which I didn't buy. It was given to me. So it has been a while and I really wanted some of these books, and some of these books I was super looking forward to because they just came out in October, and so let's get started. First I got Tortall and Other Lands by Tamora Pierce. This is a collection of short stories by Tamora Pierce. She is one of my favorite authors, and this has some short stories which take place in the universe kind of Tortall. She writes in 2 universes, Emlyn and Tortall. And in her Tortall universe, this has some stories from some of the main characters of the series that take place in this universe that I love, and some newer stories, and so I'm really looking forward to this. She's one of my favorite authors, and I'll enjoy reading these short stories. Then, also by Tamora Pierce, I got Battle Magic. This is in her Emlyn universe, so she writes in her Tortall universe and her Emlyn universe. This is one of her Emlyn books. It is the newest of those books. This book follows one of the main characters of the other series in the Emlyn books, Briar, and his teacher Rosethorn and his student Evie, and they are basically in this book caught up in a war. Briar and Rosethorn are both plant mages, and I absolutely love that. Like, they are some of my favorite characters in all of her Emlyn books. I love plant magic, and it's so cool, and so I'm really looking forward to reading this. Also, I've read a book that takes place after this, and there's other series that take place before this. And in the book that takes place after this, Briar has really bad PTSD from this war, and I've seen like the after effects of what he went through in this book, which she then wrote after to show what happened in that gap of time. And so it's going to be definitely a darker book. It's a war book, and I've seen in another book the effects that it has on the character, but I'm sure it's going to be so good because I love this character, and I'm really looking forward to reading this. I haven't read it yet. Then, this book came out in the first week of October, and I was really anticipating this release. The Blood of Olympus, the 5th book in the Heroes of Olympus series by Rick Riordan. So, in high school, the last year of high school, January 2010, I read the Percy Jackson and the Olympians series straight through. I marathoned them, all 5 books. They were so good. I loved them. They were amazing. But the first book in Heroes of Olympus was not out at that time. It was coming out that fall, and I read it in the winter, and the first book in the Heroes of Olympus series came out that fall, later that year. So I was really excited for it to come out, but then I didn't get it right when it came out, and also then I saw that I was kind of in the middle of some other books when it came out, and then I saw that Percy wasn't in that one. The first Heroes of Olympus book didn't have Percy in it, and so I got it, but I didn't read it because I was reading some other stuff. Then, a year or 2 later, I found out that actually in the Heroes of Olympus, Percy is a character, just not in the first book, and so I started collecting these books. I have the first 4, this is the 5th one, and I know that Rick Riordan sometimes has really horrible cliffhangers at the end of his books. And I loved marathoning the first 5, the Percy Jackson and the Olympians series, and I thought I would just wait to read through the Heroes of Olympus until this came out in October, so I can marathon through it as well. So I'll be rereading the Percy Jackson series and then reading the Heroes of Olympus series soon, and I'm really excited for it because I loved the Percy Jackson books and I haven't read the Heroes of Olympus books yet, and I'm totally excited. Then I have Across the Wall by Garth Nix, A Tale of Abhorsen and Other Stories. This is a collection of short stories by Garth Nix. This goes along with his Abhorsen trilogy, which is Sabriel, Lirael, and Abhorsen. That is one of my favorite fantasy trilogies. It has a kick-ass female lead, and the stories are great, and I love them. Oh, weird lighting on my head. Oh my goodness, there are trees back there. Ay, ay, ay. Well, anyway, this is the short stories, and I've read the Abhorsen trilogy more than once, but I never had the book of short stories to go with it, so I haven't read them, but now I have it, so I'm going to read them. And I'm going to be rereading the Abhorsen trilogy and reading these short stories because guess what came out October 14th? Clariel. So it was the Abhorsen trilogy for years. Like, these were written in the 90s. And he wasn't gonna have a fourth book. Then he was gonna have this book. He wrote another one. I'm so excited, like, So I love his books, and so he wrote a fourth one after the trilogy. You should read the trilogy first, and then this is the fourth book. But I'm so excited! I thought they were over a long time ago, and he wrote another. So I'm super excited for Clariel, super excited, and the lighting is so weird on my face. And the sixth book that I got is not a novel, it is a piano book. Oh my gosh, the lighting is horrible. Ay, Dios mío. Alright, well, I can just deal with the weird lighting. Sorry about the weird lighting. I got The Dark Knight piano book with music by Hans Zimmer and James Newton Howard. This has the Dark Knight Overture, the Harvey Dent Suite, and Coriolanus or Surveying the Ruins from Batman Begins. The other two are from The Dark Knight. I really want to learn to play Coriolanus because I think it is one of the most gorgeous songs, and I love it. Oh, I really want to learn to play it. So I got this, and it also has the Dark Knight Overture and the Harvey Dent Suite. So I'm super looking forward to this, especially Coriolanus. So I'll be learning these on the piano. So these are all my 6 books, and the lighting is so weird on my face, but yes, these books are my books that I got in October. If you've read any of these, please let me know what you thought. If you're interested in any of these, you should definitely check them out. And if you've read any books recently that you really enjoyed and want to recommend to me, I love recommendations, so I'd love to hear from you. Thank you for watching. Bye!